A woman never belongs to you. It's just your turn. You lost your edge, she lost attraction for you. That's how it works. What'd you think she was gonna do? Tell you she cheated? Men cannot afford to get complacent in relationships. Get your fat ass off the couch, start lifting weights, and learn game. You're welcome.
And now your man,
Donovan Sharp.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharp, and welcome to the 544th edition of TSR Live, your daily dose of red pill truth, wisdom, and awareness. We are presented by Gorilla Mind Rush, the very best non-habit forming supplement for energy, focus, and concentration. Go to donovansharp.com/Gorilla Mind Rush to get all of the productivity without any of the crash. You will also be supporting the show. It is Tuesday, January 14th, 2020. It is good to have you guys in today. It is day 3 of Donovan's Female Fuckery Fortnight. This is day 3 of Female Fuckery Fortnight. I'm discussing the many ways that women destroy the lives of men with their fuckery and how to avoid and or mitigate said fuckery. So, as always, we are streaming live to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, OK.ru, and VK. I think we're out of Facebook jail tomorrow, I think. They tacked on another 2 days to my sentence, but whatever. So however you're watching, wherever you're watching from, thank you for making the Sharp Reality Live a part of your daily routine. And today we're going to talk about some of the signs that your girl is cheating on you. By the way, the phone lines are open, guys. If you have a question or a comment or story about a cheating woman or cheating women, give me a holler, 914-205-5356. That's 914-205-5356 if you have a story, a comment, or a question about girls cheating, girls maybe cheating, etc., etc. Phone lines are open now, and they will be for the duration of this episode. But going back to the whole cheating thing, we're not going to talk about the obvious signs, guys. A lot of wannabe female and relationship experts like to do shows and, like this and say things like, well, if she's working late for the third night in a row, she's cheating on you. Or if she disappears all afternoon or doesn't call or text, she's cheating on you. Yeah, no shit. Guys, that's remedial education. Even men who are not red pill aware know the obvious signs a woman is running around on them. But today I'm going to give you guys the signs, the behaviors, the tendencies, things that you would never think of that are dead giveaways, that your girl is likely fucking somebody else. Guys always like to wonder. They always wonder, well, how the hell did I not know, right? Guys always ask, how the hell did I not know? How did she get away with this? Why didn't I see it? Well, the answer is quite simple, and that is that women are professional cheaters, guys. Listen, girls know how to cheat and not get caught. And the reason they're so good at it is because they do it all the time. The old saying goes, practice makes perfect, right? Well, the reason girls are so good at cheating and not getting caught is because they do it all the time. They get lots of practice. Anything that you do again and again, repetitiously, getting a lot of reps, you're going to get good at it. And cheating falls directly into that category. So I want you guys to pay attention, because I am really, really, really going to drop some next level game on you. Again, the phone lines are open, 914-205-5356. So let's go to the first sign that your woman might be cheating on you. Number 1, all of a sudden she starts putting her phone face down. The smartphone is the most important tool in a female's arsenal of infidelity. Okay, she's got her female allure, which stupefies men. She's got her lying, which, of course, females are experts at these days. And she's got her backstory and alibi to set up, which involves her friends, right? A lot of girls involve their friends and their alibis, and a lot of times, as I've talked about in the past, they'll help each other cheat. All of these tools are extremely important as far as female infidelity is concerned. Now, it's very easy for women to cheat. But getting away with it is why they need their smartphones, because without their smartphones, it is very difficult, if not impossible, for females to get away with cheating. Now, as men, we realize this, right? We understand that women need their smartphones to get away with cheating. We know that her phone is the engine that drives the cheating, but we rarely pay attention to what she's doing on it. We rarely pay attention to where her phone is or how it's positioned, because men are either oblivious or they're just afraid to call a woman out. If you're watching this right now, if you guys are watching this show right now, you're not oblivious. So obviously, if you're not oblivious, then you must be afraid, right? You guys are afraid to say, let me see your phone. You guys are afraid to say, who are you texting? Show me. This is why females, or this is where females rather, this is where women exploit a man's fear of being labeled as jealous or insecure or possessive or controlling. Now, for the record, I'm a possessive, controlling motherfucker, and any female who has a problem with that, she can go fuck herself. This is how I roll. That's how I roll. And if you ain't with it, then you can get to stepping. Never give a woman ultimatums, guys. You give her a choice. You can either fall in or you can get the fuck out. Now, the problem with that is that most men are afraid to say shit like this and actually mean it. I had a guy that I was consulting, good God, maybe up until about a week ago. He talked all this shit about how I'm going to get my girl to do this and I'm going to get my girl to do that, and she fell in. But one night she lied to him and he's like, fuck it, I'm leaving. He gets on a train, he's going back to his parents' house. The whole time he's on the train, he's texting me, Donovan, how do I get her back? I'm like, bruh, she lied to you and you dumped her, man. If you weren't ready to dump her, if you weren't really ready to get the fuck out, then why'd you dump her? Right? You get a lot of guys that try to overgame chicks. He didn't dump her because he wanted to leave. No, he dumped her because he wanted to teach her a lesson about lying. But then he still wanted her back. Right? So a lot of you guys are afraid to say things like this, but a lot of you guys are afraid to say shit like that and actually mean it. Actually follow through. The first time they say something like this, they sheepishly ask their girlfriends' wives, hey, you mind telling me who you were just texting just now? She says, OMG, you jealous, insecure, controlling, possessive fucker, it's none of your business. Then what happens is you apologize, you back off, and you stop paying attention to her phone because now it's off limits. And when she gets a text from Dave, the unemployed garage band guitar player who may or may not live in a storage unit, to come over and blow him during practice, or blow him after practice rather, you don't see it because her phone is face down. And because you're afraid to even look at her phone, you won't find out she's been fucking him for the last 3 months until she tells you that the two of you need to take a break and she's going to go and talk to her friend Dave about it. Pay attention to what she does with her phone when she's not on it, guys. If you never see her phone unless it's in her hand or she always places it face down, she's taking someone else's dick. I don't care what you say. What if she always puts her phone face down, Donovan? It might just be a habit. Then you've got yourself a bona fide slut on your hands. Because one of the many telltale signs of a slut is a woman who puts her phone face down by default and not even thinking about it. Guys, this is why, again, and I talked about this yesterday, this is why you should always, always pay attention. Because these small details are always the ones that slip through the cracks because you're too busy staring at her tits. You don't pay attention because she's blowing you every day. You don't pay attention because you're butt fucking her every day. Get your heads out of your asses, guys. Stop looking at hers and pay the fuck attention. Dudes who wonder why they always get played by these grimy ass bitches are the ones who sleepwalk through their interactions with women because of their scarcity mindset. Now, a couple of supplemental signs within the phone category are her phone buzzes or goes off. She checks it but doesn't respond. Okay? That's another one in the phone category. Bzz, her phone buzzes or whatever. She checks it. She looks at her phone but she doesn't respond. Right? She doesn't want to respond because she doesn't want to get caught. Here's another one, a supplement for the phone category. Her phone is completely silent around you. right? You ever been dating a girl and you never hear her phone? She never checks it, you never hear it? She's fucking around on you. She's fucking other guys. Now, if she checks her phone and doesn't respond, that's probably the dude she's fucking telling her what time and day they're going to meet up next. And because there's really no need to respond, because she literally does exactly what he tells her to do, when he tells her to do it, and how he tells her to do it, there's no need to respond. Now, she could also be waiting to respond when you go to the bathroom. And by the way, never ever allow your woman to take her phone to the bathroom. This is a hard and fast rule that I have made for Devin. Devin never takes her phone to the bathroom. Well, what if she takes her phone to the bathroom? Well, then Devin ceases to be my girlfriend. And if you guys think I'm kidding, if you guys think I'm just fucking around, one of these days, I'm just going to be like, you know what, guys? That's it. Devin and I broke up. Well, what happened? Well, she went into the phone with her bathroom. She knows I am absolutely deadly fucking serious. Now, this starts with the training process, right? You have to let your woman know that you mean what you say and that you say what you mean. Now, if her phone is completely silent when she is around you, she's either got her phone in airplane mode or she's put it on silent. Now, the reason is obvious, which is she doesn't want you suspecting anything. So if there are no sounds, there's no buzzing, there's no suspicion. Out of earshot, out of mind, as far as she's concerned. Again, guys, pay attention. There's a reason you never hear her phone when she's around you. And trust me when I tell you, it is not a coincidence or an accident. The second, not so obvious sign that your girlfriend or wife is cheating on you is the surprise shaved pubic hair, freshly shaved or manicured pubic hair. I've said before that most women that I have hooked up with on the short to midterm level, hookups of various kinds, were always most of them were in a relationship of some sort, right? A lot, and I don't know, I don't have any numbers to support this, but I would say of my flings, of my one night stands, my fuck buddies, friends with benefits, I would say that right around 60%, 6 out of 10 of those women probably in relationships, which is why it works so well, right? Now, what all of these hookups had in common was that I always got their best sex. I always got blowjobs. I always gave them facials. They'd let me go backdoor. I mean, the whole nine. Again, this is no surprise. Well, a woman's best, as far as sex is concerned, also includes hygiene. Guys, listen, never once did I ever meet up with a female who wasn't showered. Never once did I meet up with a chick who didn't have her hair done, didn't have her makeup done, didn't smell good. No, every female that I've ever hooked up with on that level always looks her best, smells her best, feels her best, freshly showered, freshly shaved. Now, keep in mind that women do all of these things on a daily basis anyway when she goes to work. She showers, she does her makeup, her hair, and perfume, and so forth. And by the way, while I'm thinking about it, a lot of dudes don't even realize that even though their wives or girlfriends might not be fucking around, they're still getting sloppy seconds. And stay with me here, guys. Let me explain. When your wife or girlfriend goes to work, her coworkers get to see her at her best. Okay? Her hair is done. She smells good. She's wearing heels. She's got lipstick on. Her makeup is on point. She's got an earrings, the whole nine. Well, by the time she gets home, her hair is in a sloppy ponytail. Her perfume's worn off. Her lipstick is gone. Her deodorant's almost worn off. She's taken out her earrings. So when she decides to give you pity sex, you're getting sloppy seconds. Okay? You're not getting the best version of herself. Her coworkers are. And because she only showers before she goes to work, you're going to smell that body odor. You're going to smell that bad breath. Right? You're going to be subjected to what I call ass paste. What is ass paste, Donovan? Ass paste, I'm glad you asked. Ass paste is the residue that builds up after the woman takes a dump. It's the residue that builds up from her walking. Woman takes a dump. She comes back out. Yeah, I'm sure she's freshly clean, but guess what? She's walking back and forth. That ass paste is going to build up a little bit. It's going to smell a little stinky. You guys know what I'm talking about. We've all fucked a girl doggy style, and you smell, it's like a faint smell of shit. Just a faint smell, nothing too pungent, but you can tell, okay. She hasn't taken a shower since the last time she took a shit. You guys know what I'm talking about. This is called ass paste. This is why I make Devin shower. This is why I make her shave. This is why I make her put on makeup and perfume before we have sex. And she does not shower before work. She showers after work. Devin's coworkers get my sloppy seconds. I get her best. Anyway, let me get back on track here. Like I was saying, it is standard operating procedure for a female to shower and get made up for work. Listen, that's just how this is, right? But if you go to fuck her one night and her vagina is freshly shaved or freshly manicured, she is absolutely positively fucking someone else. Sometimes you can even see and feel a little bit of stubble because she shaved a day or two ago. And because you haven't fucked her in 2 weeks, you can bet your ass that she manicured her girl area for someone else. She didn't do that for you, dude. She did that for the dude she fucked last night. The dude she fucked last night, he got the baby smooth vagina. You got the stubble that looks like a freshly shaven vagina. He got the smooth landing strip, or the triangle, or the wine glass. You got the landing strip, triangle, or wine glass that's a little rough around the edges from the growth over the last 24 to 48 hours. Again, gentlemen, this is why you have to pay attention. You might think to yourself, oh, she shaved for me. But if you can strike a match on her pubic area, somebody else got to fuck her when it was as smooth as a baby seal the night before. All right, let me take a check of the chat here before we move on. You guys like the ass paste there? That's funny. Yeah, man, listen. Ass paste is a real thing. Ass paste is a real... Dude, the first time I smelled ass paste on Devin, I was like, yo, from now on, you gotta fucking shower. You gotta fucking shower, dude. Oh my God. A lot of people say, well, missionary sex is boring. Missionary sex... Listen, if you have to get a quickie in, and you're not 100% sure that she hasn't showered before, the last time before... If you have to get a quickie in and you're not 100% sure that she's taken a shower after the last time she took a shit, gotta go missionary. Gotta go missionary, man. That's how that works. Mo Shavu says, never let these narcissistic bimbos and thirsty female worshipping white knights. Glad to see you going. You help me understand myself and my husband better. Oh, I didn't know that Mo Shavu was the female. All right. Pure Male says, my friend, but won't say the name. You guys are starting to catch on. Mr. Pirate Brain says LMBAO. Mr. Pirate Brain, I know you've been in here before. I'm going to time you out, dude. I'm going to time you out. If you're going to swear, fucking swear. Do it like a man. LMBO, that's for fucking beta males. That's for females who are trying to be on moralistic high. If you're laughing your ass off, say LMAO. Come on, man. Don't come in here with that weak-ass LMBO. Jesus fucking Christ. What is this? Christian Mingle? Come on, man. Swear like a man. Yes, ass paste is absolutely a real thing. It is absolutely a real thing. The Neg One says, if she wants you to be jealous, then don't fall for the shit test. Just fuck her in the ass and let her know who's boss. Rob L wants to know, what was number one, fellas? I'm late. Yeah, the first sign that she might be fucking somebody else is that she's always putting her phone face down. You can catch that on the replay or on Patreon. Oh, of course, you guys are... Okay, you guys are very, very quick on it. Very, very good. Well, you guys really love that ass paste. That's funny. Yeah, I can't... I'm not at the point to where I can accept super chats on this channel yet, guys. But I will... I'm going to get there eventually. I will get there eventually. So, do me a favor in the chat, guys. Can you guys hear me okay? Can you guys hear me loud and clear without it being, like, blown out? Like, nyeh! Just let me know. Let me know. JD says, how I knew when to check a past girl's phone on mute or vibrate and the new crazy password every week. She wasn't up to anything. Phone out in the open and back to the same simple password. All text history deleted. Well, JD, you don't know that she wasn't up to anything, right? You never know. You never know, guys. Dude, I see this all the time, and I'm being 100% serious. Dude, Devin could be fucking somebody right now, dude. She could be. Is it likely? No. It's not impossible, right? You never, ever, ever know what your woman is up to when you're not with her. Dude, you don't know what she's up to when she's with you. You kidding me? All right, good stuff. Big Brandon, TSR Towers, the bouncer, the security head of security for TSR Towers. Good to see you in here. Okay, let us move to number 3. The third sign, the third covert sign that your woman is probably fucking around on you. She stops sucking your dick and or stops giving you anal sex. Now, a lot of people probably say, well, why? What are you talking about? Well, blowjobs and anal sex, gentlemen, those are 2 of the most submissive things a woman can do for a man. Okay? Most blowjobs are done on a woman's knees below a man, right? He's physically above her. She's kneeling in front of him. She's sucking his dick. And quite literally in a submissive state, mentally and physically, with her posture and positioning, on her knees, looking up at you in front of you. Listen, totally submissive. Anal sex is extremely submissive. When a woman allows you to fuck her in the ass, she is subjecting herself to discomfort at best, physical pain at worst, and she does all of this to please you. Most women don't get off on anal sex. They just do it because their men like it. They ain't doing it for their pleasure. Trust me. I think I probably hooked up with maybe a handful of girls who said that they liked anal sex, but I've never met a girl who says, oh, I just love anal sex. They do it because they want to please me. So when a girl gives you her ass, she is literally at your physical mercy, which is as submissive as it gets. One girl I used to fuck, actually, she actually said to me, I don't like it when you hurt me when you fuck me, but I like to know that you could. Like, she said that to me. She liked to know that I could cause her physical pain when I fucked her. This made her sexually vulnerable. I think she said something like it was kind of like playing Russian roulette, right? She said she used to think about it in the back of her mind, like, which thrust is going to hurt me? Which stroke is going to hurt? Is it going to be just one? Is he going to hurt me 3 strokes in a row? Is it going to be 7 in a row? Every other thrust? And the excitement and uncertainty of, is he going to hurt me or not? She said that used to get her off. Well, dude, real talk, my hand to the man. True fucking story, man. Looking back, I think she probably actually liked the pain. She used to tell me she liked the combination of pleasure and pain, not knowing which one was next. That bitch was crazy, though. Dude, the sex with her was out of this world, but she was oh my God, she was a fucking psycho. Listen, crazy pussy is good pussy, right? Anyway. Most women out here are raging sluts. We all know this. But a very, very small percentage of them are ratchets. Now, what are ratchets, you ask? Well, a ratchet is a woman who does it all with everybody. Regular sluts, your run-of-the-mill hoes, they'll give the pussy to anybody, right? But it's their mouths and their assholes that are reserved for the men that they love, the men that they're aroused by. Any woman who blows every guy and lets everybody go backdoor is a ratchet, and these women, usually not too hard to spot. Anyway, I'll give you a quick story, actually, that ties into number 3 here. I started dating a stripper a while back, and you would think that having been cheated on by the first 2 strippers that I committed to, my dumbass would learn my lesson. But guys, fucking hot girls and dating hot girls, spending time with hot girls, being in relationships with hot girls, 2 very different things, man. Two different animals. Handling hot girls you're only fucking, that's difficult enough, right? That's tough enough as it is. But the ability to navigate relationships with them is extremely difficult to master. And it's so funny, like you see on these Manosphere message boards, specifically the Red Pill subreddit, I don't care if she's hot. I don't care how hot she is. No, yes you do. Because when a 9 or 10 catches feelings for you, or at least does a good job in making you think that she's caught feelings for you, it is very difficult not to get caught up, guys. I had to learn this lesson the hard way. And I would make this egregious mistake at least 3 more times before finally understanding that you do not date strippers, okay? You do not catch feelings for strippers. You do not get into relationships with strippers. You only fuck them. Anyway, the third stripper I foolishly made my girlfriend. Her name was Katie. Her stage name was Star, right? With 2 R's. She thought she was being clever. And as a side note, I actually used Katie as trade bait to get an in with another strip club almost a year after we broke up. Long story short, we ran into each other at a house party. We hooked up that night, started fucking again on the regular. After a couple of weeks, she did the whole typical, let's try again. I'm sorry for cheating on you. I'm a different person. I love you so much, blah, and all the rest of that. I didn't take the bait. But what I did is I used her as bait. And as I said earlier, I used Katie as an example in Chapter 5 of how to master the game when giving you step-by-step on Strip Club Game, which you can get at donovansharp.com/how-to-master-the-game. Anyway, let's rewind. Katie cheated on me with a bouncer from another club she worked at. And word on the street is that she was also fucking the DJ. It wouldn't surprise me if they ran a train on her. But when I think about what happened leading up to me finding out about her cheating, I realized she had stopped sucking my dick, right? It had been a good long while before I had gotten a blowjob from Katie. But Katie wasn't the only chick who cheated on me who stopped sucking my dick. When I look back and I really think about it, this actually happened to me at least a dozen other times with various girls. Guys, we all know that most girls are sluts. We get that. But what most guys don't understand is that most girls don't want to be fucking 5 different guys. They only want to be fucking one. They only want to be with one. That's the guy she wants to be in a relationship with, whether she admits it or not. And the guy who gets the blowjobs is the guy she likes the most. Any girl can open her legs for a bunch of guys. Okay? But when a female is truly aroused by that one certain guy, dude, she will suck his dick every single time. She'll let him go backdoor every single time. Again, man, blowjobs and anal, those are some of the most submissive things a woman can do. And women are not submissive to every single guy they're fucking. So if your girl stops sucking your dick, she's definitely sucking somebody else's. I'll say it again, guys. This is why you need to pay attention. This is why you have to pay attention. Females are getting away with cheating right under our noses, but because we're not paying attention, we chalk it up as a coincidence or make excuses for this behavior, but there are no coincidences. All right, let me do another check of the chat here. I actually have a little bit of a production snafu because I meant to load up a video. Pardon me. I meant to load up a video that I'm going to play here in my next module. Flashback. There we go. I'm actually going to play a video from almost 200 episodes ago. So while I'm queuing that up, all right,
the number 10
okay,
way
there it is, right
to
there.
remain
So
emotionally unattached.
All right, so let me eliminate that. I know this is bad radio,
The number
guys.
10
Bear
way
with me here.
to
Give me
remain
just a
emotionally
second.
unattached to sluts.
Still me.
Avoid intimate contact.
Very good. Very good. All right, perfect. Excellent. All right, good stuff. My mistake there, guys. I do everything myself. It stands to reason that every once in a while I'm going to have a production snafu. All right. All right. Smart Guy 28 says women are professional cheaters, fellas. That's right. Image 1004 says never underestimate women. Oh, we've got a female in here. Claudia Richard or Claudia Richard says, I haven't cheated. My husband did. Translation. I cheated first and then he cheated on me. You see, she says I haven't cheated, which means she hasn't cheated lately, right? Be very careful when women talk to you like this. Listen, I'm not fucking anybody else. There is no one else. Okay, well, that doesn't mean that there wasn't someone else. That doesn't mean that you weren't fucking someone else. Who are you fucking? Who are you cheating on? I am not cheating on you. Yeah, she's telling you the truth. As of right now, as of this very moment, as she is standing in front of you, she is not cheating on you. An hour and a half from now, might be a different story. Listen, Claudia, listen, sweetheart, don't get mad at me. I don't make the rules. It's funny. And I'm not trying to pile on Claudia here, but Claudia, sweetie, this is a different, like, you're in with a different crowd, honey. Like, we don't take, like we don't just believe what you tell us just because you say it, right? Like, we get that. Well, I didn't cheat, my husband did. It's bullshit. There's obviously more to the story. Number one. Number two, even if he did cheat, he didn't just cheat for no reason. Maybe you got fat. Maybe you stopped sucking his dick. Maybe you stopped cooking. Maybe you stopped giving a shit about how you look, right? So, okay, so your husband cheated on you. I'm fairly certain he had a damn good reason. It is what it is. It is what it is. Like I said, hey, listen, Claudia, hey, listen, baby girl, listen, you're in the right place if you want to learn how to be a submissive woman, but how to make the rules. How to make the rules. Listen, dudes are not buying what women say anymore. We don't believe what we hear, we believe what we see. And just because you say, I didn't cheat on him, he cheated on me, whatever. Cry me a river. You probably deserved it. Okay. Kyle Mitchell says, hot women are kryptonite. Don't I fucking know it. Oh my God. Hot women are fucking kryptonite, dude. Dude, listen, man, I have been up to my eyeballs in hot girls. It never gets old. God, hot girls are, whew. Jesus Christ. The Neg says, only a dozen, but not a baker's dozen. That's actually quite clever. Mo Shavu says, have desperate trolls tried sending real-life threats your way, as in sending dipshits to where you live? Whatever happens, I hope you stay safe. Oh, that's cute. What was that, a thinly veiled threat? Mo Shavu, ain't nobody coming to my place. Number one, I'm smart enough not to make my location public, right? I live in the greater Philadelphia metropolitan area. Number two, if they really have a problem enough to come and see me, it's not going to be a good day for them. I can assure you of that. I can assure you of that. I have, I don't want to get into details here, but I have very ample home defense. So, yeah, listen, you ain't got to worry about me, sweetie. I'm going to be all right. I'm going to be all right. Brass Mustache is in the house. Good to see you in here, says Donovan. Keep spitting that hot truth. Keeps me warm in my tractor while plowing into a slow storm. Be safe out there, Mustache. Be safe out there. Don't want you getting caught up. Devansku Chakraborty says, men usually dismiss all the cheating signs, even when all the signs are there, because their investment in the relationship cause a sunk cost fallacy. Wow. Profound. Comment of the day. Let me read this again. And this is by Devans. Oh, I'm terrible with these names that I've never seen before. Devansu Chakraborty says, men usually dismiss all the cheating signs, even when all signs are there, because their investment in the relationship causes a sunk cost fallacy. In other words, men ignore signs of cheating because he's got too much skin in the game. If he leaves the relationship, he feels like he's going to take a loss, and a lot of guys might take a loss. A lot of guys might. Very, very good comment there. 130 people watching so far. That is a new TSR record, at least for this channel. The TSR record for the main channel, 1,847 viewers. Who knows? Maybe in 90 days or so, we'll get to those numbers. But the numbers are growing every day. Again, like and share the video, guys. I'd greatly appreciate that. Devansku Chakraborty also says, hashtag believe women is not going to work here. No, no way. It's so funny. I love it when women come in here. And again, I'm glad women watch my show. But ladies, you have to understand. I don't mind watching I don't mind you guys watching my show. Just understand that we're not going to just believe what you say because you say it. That may work. That may work in the real world, but this is a red pill audience. Okay, let's see. All right. Oh, Mo Shavu says it wasn't sarcasm. I genuinely want to know how you go about avoiding doxing. I hate the idea of people doing this over petty reasons. How do I avoid doxing? I don't give out my address. I don't know. I can't really put it any simpler than that, sweetheart. I can't really put it any simpler than that. And if somebody doxes me and someone actually comes and sees me, God help them. God help them. Okay, let us move right along with our list. I've got 12 undercover signs that your woman is likely cheating on you. Let me move this back down here. Number 4, she starts using words and phrases she doesn't normally use. Okay? Back in episode 365, entitled How to Stay Emotionally Unattached to Sluts, I pointed out a technique to avoid falling in love with sluts. And what that technique was avoiding intimate contact as often as possible. Things like kissing, cuddling, or any of that sappy emotional shit that gets you hooked. Well, unfortunately for me, I broke this rule and I caught feelings for a girl who worked at a fast food joint. Watch and listen.
The number 10 way to remain emotionally unattached to sluts: avoid intimate contact. Maybe a year or so after I found the red pill, I started dating this girl I met. She worked at Five Guys Burgers and Fries. I think her name was like Victoria Veronica. I don't remember exactly. Anyway, she had decent sized tits, maybe B pluses, maybe low C's. But she had a beautiful face and an unbelievable ass. Oh my God, her ass was out of this world. And it was weird seeing an 8 work at a fast food joint, but whatever, you know. Anyway, she had a bit of an attitude when she took my order. And I used that as an opportunity. I smiled at her. I said, God damn. She was a white girl. I said, God damn, you either hate black people or you hate your job. Which is it? And she gave me a little bit of a laugh, and that gave me the opening that I needed to run game. Got her number, fucked her that night, which of course meant that I put her directly into the fuck buddy category. So we're fucking 2-3 times a week, which in hindsight was a big mistake. Another mistake I made was all of the intimate contact I made with her. Guys, we kissed a lot. We kissed all the time. Like, we kissed in public. I just pull her in and just lay one on her. No matter who was around, no matter where we were, and she loved it. It was all romantic and sappy. Then we started holding hands. That eventually escalated into cuddling after sex, and before I knew it, I started to catch feelings. I knew this girl wasn't good relationship material. Number 1, she worked at a fast food joint. Number 2, I fucked her the same day I met her. Number 3, she had a tit tattoo of a phoenix, which according to her represented a new beginning, which is a huge red flag, right? But the fact that we were kissing all the time, that's all we used to do was kiss and fuck. It was crazy. Holding hands and cuddling, all of that made me susceptible to catching feelings. And I did. And she did too. And dude, listen, she fell hard, or at least that's what it looked like to me. Right? Like, we were around each other all the time. So what does my dumbass do? Your red pill advisor, the great Donovan Sharp, the guy who's got all this red pill awareness. I asked a woman who worked in fast food, who had a tit tattoo, whom I fucked on the same day that I met her, asked her to be my girlfriend. And of course she said yes. If you want to stay unattached to sluts, avoid these behaviors, guys. These things give you dopamine and serotonin hits, which are addictive, meaning you want to do it more. So you do it more. Kissing her was great. That's why we did it all the time. It was nutty. Listen, guys. Kissing is the most intimate thing you can do with a woman. Lips are, they're loaded with nerve endings. You're close. You're holding each other. Right? Kissing a lot will make you, listen, I'll tell you this. Kissing a lot will make you fall for a woman that you have no business falling for. How long? I wasn't even fucking her for that long. Holding hands signals to the world that you are together. Girls love the feeling of belonging to someone, and men love the feeling of having a woman belong to her. It keeps physical contact, and in public, that is very intimate. Cuddling after sex is definitely a no-no. That's like kissing combined with holding hands. You smell each other. You're close. You're kissing her neck. You guys are whispering sweet nothings. It was crazy. We're looking at each other. It's just like Ray and PG said. We just looking at each other all the time. The girl's beautiful. I thought she loved me. I said to my friend Norm, I think that was her name, Veronica. I think Veronica really loves me. He says, well, how do you feel? I said, I don't know. I don't know. I couldn't admit it, right? I'm supposed to be Donovan Sharp. I might. These things feel great, even with sluts, but sluts are also women. Just because a woman has a notch count of 263 doesn't mean that you are completely impervious to her touch, her femininity, her pheromones. If you want to stay unattached to sluts, avoid these behaviors at all costs. So, what happened with Veronica? Surprise, surprise. She ended up cheating me with her ex-boyfriend and some dude she met at the club. And those are the ones that I know about. There were probably more, okay? And she'd probably been cheating for a lot longer than I was aware of. Now, a big reason for that is because I caught feelings. I lost frame. I lost my edge. I started exhibiting beta traits. She got turned off and ended up cheating.
Now, something I did actually notice before I found out that Veronica, Victoria, or Vanessa, whatever the fuck her name was, before I found out she was fucking around, is that she started using words and phrases she didn't normally use. Like in text conversations, she'd say things like top of the morning to you, right? And in text conversations, you know, or when we'd always see each other, she'd say something like, hello, love. Like do that clever British top hat, hello, love. I thought it was kind of weird, but I didn't really think anything of it. Girls change all the time, right? So I didn't really think anything was up until I checked her phone and played a message from a number that didn't have a name attached to it. That's another dead giveaway that she's fucking somebody else, is when she's getting text messages and phone calls from numbers you don't recognize or numbers that don't have a name attached to it. Right? The dude was talking on her phone messages. He was talking about what a great time he had with her. He couldn't wait to see her again and all the rest of that. But at the beginning of the message, the guy said, hello, love. When a woman starts fucking a guy, she really likes, she'll unconsciously start to mimic his speech patterns. She'll start to mimic his text habits. Okay? She starts to follow his lead. Women don't know that they're doing this, but they do. And they only do it with the man they are completely and wholly surrendered to. The most dominant man she's fucking. She could be fucking one guy. She could be fucking 5 guys. She could be fucking 2 guys. She could be fucking 10 guys. The most dominant male she's fucking is the one she'll emulate. And by the way, if a woman you're dating who claims to really like you doesn't start emulating your speech and text pattern, okay? If she says she loves you, then guess what? Then you're not as dominant, as masculine as she needs you to be in order to submit to you. So you need to keep that in mind. If your woman is not following you, if she's not mimicking your speech patterns or text patterns, you need to crank up the masculinity. Anyway, pay attention to your woman's speech and text patterns. If they start to change all of a sudden, then there's a chance that another dude is either fucking her or at the very least is on her radar, which leads me to number 5. The number 5 sign, undercover sign, that your woman is probably fucking somebody else, she suddenly changes interests. Her favorite things, her preferences, her interests, everything suddenly change. Something that men need to be aware of about women is that women don't really have a belief system. They don't have a belief system on religion. They don't have a belief system on global warming, politics, none of that stuff. No. Women only believe what the strongest and most dominant men believe. This is why 65% of women voted for Donald Trump. He was the strongest candidate. If the strongest and most dominant man she knows is a devout Christian, it's glory to God in the highest. If the strongest and most dominant man she knows is an atheist, she'll swear up and down, there is no God. If the most dominant male she knows is a bleeding heart liberal, Trump is the devil. If the strongest and most dominant male in her life is a conservative, Trump is the greatest president in U.S. history. You guys get the point. Well, this doesn't just apply to macro issues like politics and religion. No. It also happens on a lower level as well. Inconsequential things that you may not think about, like music, television, sports teams, hobbies, other interests, things like that. My ex-wife, Darcy, now that I'm thinking about it, my ex-wife, Darcy, was a die-hard Yankees fan when I met her because the guy who alpha widowed her before she met me was a Yankees fan. Years after our divorce, when she remarried, she told me that she was thinking about becoming a Red Sox fan. Come to find out, the guy that she was fucking, that wasn't her husband, was, wait for it, a Red Sox fan. When Devin and I first met, and she found out I was on TRT, right? And I was thinking at that point about doing HGH. She's like, oh, injectables, that's a red flag. Well, fast forward to today, and she injects HGH when she's on a growth hormone cycle with me. Pay attention to your girlfriend's taste in music. Pay attention to her taste in television shows. Pay attention to her politics, her religion, and so forth. If you're the most dominant male in her life, her belief system, her politics, other macro issues will line up with yours. On a lower level, she'll start to take interest in some of the ancillary things you like music, television, things like that. That's not to say she's going to completely change her entire personality. Okay? Like, listen, Devin likes to listen to punk rock. She likes 90s ska, and that hasn't changed since we met. But she does like a few hip-hop tracks because that's what I listen to. But if all of a sudden she started listening to country music or reggae, that'd be a telltale sign that she's being influenced by someone more dominant than myself, and it's only a matter of time before she starts wanting to fuck that guy. Number 6, the sixth undercover way to know that your woman is probably fucking around, and this is kind of hiding in plain sight. She makes a drastic change to her look. Now, we all know that when women start fucking around in their boyfriends or husbands, they start dressing sexier, showing more cleavage, wearing heels, more makeup, all that stuff. But that's not the drastic change I'm talking about here. Okay? I'm talking about a major change, like her hair, her overall style personality. Okay? Or even, I don't know, even maybe a tattoo or a piercing. And I'll actually tell you another quick story about how I found out about this. I remember this one chick I was fucking, she was married. And we'd meet up at lunch at this rink-a-dink motel in Vegas on Tuesdays and Thursdays. That's what we used to do. And about 3 weeks into the affair, she shows up with her hair almost completely chopped off. Now, when I started fucking her, she had like this long, beautiful, curly brown hair. That's one of the things I liked about it. That's actually why I started chatting her up. I think I probably met her at the grocery store. But I remember when she walked into the motel and I saw that she had dyed her hair blonde and cut it almost shoulder length. I was like, what the fuck? Right? Well, that wife ended up ghosting on me. Listen, that's part of the gig. Maybe her husband found out. But months later, I remember being at this crazy fucking party with all the cocaine and all the cocaine that anybody could possibly want. And I was talking to this girl who had a Skrillex haircut. And I asked her, I actually just asked her, like, listen, why would you get a haircut like that? Right? But she actually came up and introduced herself to me. She's like, my name is Shelly or whatever. She's like, I'm Shelly. I'm like, hey, I'm Donovan. We start talking about, and right off the bat, I was like, why would you get a Skrillex haircut? I said, that looks terrible on you. I told this to her. Right? And she says, yeah, I know, but I don't really know why I did it. Well, later on that night, when she was a little higher, she told me she got it right after she cheated on her boyfriend for the very first time, years ago. And she had had that haircut ever since. Then she actually says to me, listen, a lot of women do shit like this to sort of punish themselves for cheating. And it made perfect sense. Yes, women cheat. And they almost never show remorse, but it does take a toll on them. Okay? Now, I can't say that this particular instance has happened to me, so I can't definitively say that this is a sign of a cheating husband, right? Just based on cheating based on my personal experience. Who knows? Now, listen, maybe these are just coincidences, but right after that conversation with the Skrillex girl and my experiences, I would probably say that it is far more likely than not that these changes were influenced heavily by their cheating. But I fucked enough girlfriends and wives who have changed their hairstyles or gotten a new piercing or a tattoo after I started fucking them. Listen, I've seen it way too many times not to give credence to this sign and put it on this list, guys. Dude, I fucked a female who dyed her hair purple after I started fucking her. Met her at a casino. And her first shit test was, I have a boyfriend. Well, turns out that may have been true. Another wife I was fucking got a tramp stamp tattoo, which was her first tattoo. It was a set of eyes that were winking. Dude, true story. Dude, one girl I knew had a boyfriend kept talking about wanting to get an industrial piercing, one of those bar industrial piercings. Now, again, maybe these are just coincidences. But after my conversation with that Skrillex girl and thinking about my past experiences, I'd say that it is far more likely than not that these changes were influenced heavily by their cheating. So, gentlemen, be on the lookout for drastic changes in her hairstyle. Maybe a nose ring, maybe a tattoo that just pops up on your girlfriend or wife. If this happens, you need to start being more skeptical of her whereabouts and activities when she's not with you. Number 7. Your relationship started as an affair. Area code 520, I see you in the queue. I'm going to get to you in just a second. Your relationship started out as an affair. Girls love to say, well, if he cheats with you, he'll cheat on you. They love that poetically symmetrical shit, right? If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Makes no fucking sense. Anyway, whether or not they actually believe if he cheats with you, he'll cheat on you, that's immaterial, because as logical as it is, women don't use logic when it comes to men until they're past the wall. That said, they like to use this particular moniker because it is lyrically symmetrical, right? I just made the example. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. It makes zero sense, but the stand-fall thing makes sense lyrically. And by the way, this is actually what advertisers use to mindfuck females into thinking that whatever they have, into thinking that they have to have whatever overpriced junk product they want them to buy. Anyway, if a woman cheats, or if a man cheats with a woman, doesn't that mean he'll cheat on a woman? Who knows? I don't know. A man's gonna cheat with a woman whether he's cheated with her or not, right? So if a man gets into a relationship with a woman, if he cheated on her, who knows if he'll cheat on her? We don't know. We as men, we cheat for sex, and sex alone. 973 is seeing the queue as well. And regardless of whether or not the relationship started off as an affair, doesn't matter. And even when a man cheats, women stay with these men if they're high value and are unapologetic. So if he cheats with you, he'll cheat on you may or may not be true. But that doesn't mean that any given female is just going to end a relationship with a man just because he sticks his dick in another chick. That's just how it goes. Now, the other side of that coin is a very different story. You see, if a female cheats with you, she will definitely cheat on you. There are exceptions to this rule, but as we all know, in this part of the web, the exception never makes the rule. Just because a small percentage of women who started relationships with affairs haven't cheated on their men, at least not yet, doesn't mean they won't eventually or that they haven't in the past. I said this a dozen times in episode 406, and I'll say it again. You are not special. Guys, fuck you. You're not special. I'm not special. Okay? If she branch swung to you, she will branch swing on you. And if you pay attention, most women branch swing from relationship to relationship on the regular. Most women branch swing from relationship to relationship. Every relationship they ever found, every relationship they've ever gotten into started when she had another guy on the hook. She had a boyfriend, she started talking to somebody else, started fucking him, let the boyfriend go. This is standard operating procedure. This is the MO of today's women. This is the MO of the American woman in 2020. Right? Every time a woman is talking to a guy she's thinking about dating, she's always got a boyfriend or some other guy she's been dating for a few weeks on the hook before they break things off. This is how they are. So if your relationship started off as an affair, or if a female branch swung to you or cheated with you, eventually she will absolutely cheat on you. You guys can count on that. All right. Got a couple of callers on the line. 914-205-5356. Let's go to area code 520. 520, you're on live at Donovan. Go ahead.
Hey Don, how you doing, man?
Doing good.
Hey, yeah, I like the idea of you going on this you were doing this podcast about the she's cheating and have no idea. Um, and that's something I do like to address about one of the chatters was talking about.
Okay.
Damn, I forgot what it was. I forgot what it was. I'm trying to rush that guy.
No, that's okay. I'll tell you what. I can listen. I can
do-
put. Hold on. I want you to get your thoughts together. So I'll put you on hold. I'm gonna go to the next caller, and then I'll come to you so you can get your thoughts together. Fair enough?
All right, appreciate it.
Okay,
Thank you.
no problem. All right, so we're gonna put 520 on hold, and we're gonna go to. I think this is Greg. Greg, is this you?
Yes, this is me.
All right, Greg. What's up, man? What you got?
Hey, good. So I was listening, and first off, I gotta say, Devin listens to ska. I was like, shit. Can't do, I would love to, dude.
Oh my
I would
God.
love to nerd out, but I know I have a limited time to do so.
Man, I'm gonna tell you what, dude. Yeah,
But,
Devin
no,
loves
no,
all that.
but you-
Listen, she loves all that nerdy shit. Her favorite band is Bad Religion, and I'm like, ugh. But that's who she was. Listen, this is who she is. This is who
Oh,
she
God.
is. So anyway,
So you do make a good point about the music. So when I had my girlfriend, when I was in the blue pill days, I'll call it that. I had maybe one or two side chicks. She knew about one, but she didn't know about the other.
okay.
The one she knew about, I always played when I was fucking her. I always played math rock, and if you don't know what math rock is, I won't get. So I usually would play my best math rock for her when I was fucking her, and
Right.
I always played my worst math rock when I was fucking the side chick.
Okay.
And then in maybe 2-3 weeks time when I took breaks, but I fucked her anyway. Then she started playing. Then she started learning about math rock, and she started knowing about math rock. And then in my mind, I was like, "Oh shit, I got to get out of here," because something was going off in my mind to say, "I need to get out of here," because if she didn't like math rock before, but now she likes math rock, this is a dangerous indicator that she wants something to do with me,
That's right.
and
that's
I
right.
don't want anything to do with her. So you do make a good point on that. I actually do like that. I actually like that.
Good stuff, man. Yeah, again, and it's what I said earlier, and thanks for the call, Greg. If a girl really likes you, she is going to mimic you. She's going to mimic everything that you do. All right, let's go back to area code 520. Area code 520, is everything all right? Did you get your thoughts back together?
Yeah, I did. So
Okay.
I just had a brain fart there, but I saw the comment about men usually dismissing the cheating signs.
Right.
One of the chatters was talking about that and saying it's a sunk cost fallacy, and I understand that. And the only reason I see is a sunk cost fallacy is your time.
Right.
Because I
Okay.
mentioned here in the chat earlier, is like, you can get your money back some other way. You can get your resources back in
Right.
time,
Right.
but your time is the only thing you will never get back from anyone.
That's
So
exactly right.
it's really all about just how you invest your time into someone or into something, and whether or not you see it as a good investment or is this going to be a loss I'm going to have to take. And at that point, that's when we as men should be taking that time as to learning from those failures.
Yeah, it's almost like a
So we
cost-benefit
don't do that
analysis,
again.
right? It's almost like a cost-benefit analysis, right?
Yeah, exactly. He's like, I'm going to loan you my time, but you need to make sure I get something back in investment. If you got nothing to give back to me, then you needed to call it quits and, hey, move on to the next thing.
No, I got you. All right, well, listen, I'm glad you were able to...
Yeah, that's all I got to say. Thank
all
you.
right, good stuff, man. Well, thanks for the call, area code 520. And I know that my camera went out there for just a second. I had to switch headphones. I have different headphones for different parts of the show. And those headphones are really... Every once in a while, I do suffer from infrequent migraines. I don't get them as often as I used to. But when I feel one coming on, I can't have, like, the Beats by Dre headphones. They're really nice, but they squeeze my head a little bit too much. So, all right, good stuff. Again, guys, the phone lines are still open. 914-205-5356. Again, that is 914-205-5356. All right, let us go to the let's go to the next one here. There we are. Excellent. So let's go to the eighth sign that your woman is probably fucking somebody else. And the further we get down this list, the more covert these signs are going to be. So number 8, your relationship issues just seem to disappear. So your wife or girlfriend has been bitching
and moaning lately, right? Been bitching and moaning about everything you say, everything she can think of to justify her reasons for flirting with other guys, whatever the case may be. You work too much, she says. You don't work enough. You don't pay enough attention to me. Your dick is too big. You don't last long enough. You're not attentive to my needs. You blink too loud. Whatever she can think of to complain about. Well, there are also legitimate relationship issues you have. But women can rarely point these out. When she says you're not paying enough attention to my needs, you think, what the fuck? I gave you flowers and I took you to dinner last week for Valentine's Day. But what you don't realize is that she means you're not treating her the way she deserves to be treated. Which is like the 2-bit slut she is because she's a terrible fucking girlfriend. Okay? She's acting up. And I talk about this all the time. The reason she's acting up is because you don't recognize that she's not worthy of good treatment. So she says, you're not attentive to my needs, not knowing she's actually telling the truth about what she feels she's lying about. If that's confusing, don't worry. That's next level game. Okay? You'll understand it at some point if you live the red pill life long enough. Anyway, when you're not a dominant masculine male who puts her in her place, demands her best, makes all the decisions, you're going to have issues, guys. You're going to have real issues. Well, when she starts fucking another guy, everything seems to have just fixed itself. Right? She's not bitchy anymore. She doesn't complain. She's not neurotic. She's generally pleasant to be around. And you think to yourself, wow, I guess things are good. I guess whatever problems we used to have, we don't have anymore. Yeah, that's a negative ghostwriter. Have you noticed that even though she seems less bitchy and easier to get along with, that she's not fucking you any more than she was before? Have you noticed that even though things seem to be okay, she's not sucking your dick quite as much as she used to, if at all? Yeah, that's because she's fucking someone else. And that someone else makes her feel so good that whatever issues she has with you don't matter anymore. She just lets it roll off her shoulders because she's getting fucked sideways every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday when you think she's at lunch. And on Saturday afternoons when you think she's at the mall with Sabrina. Think about how many times your girlfriend or wife was in a great mood, told you how much she loved you, then told you she had to go take care of something at work, or that she was going to hang out with a friend of hers. Right? Oh, dude, she's getting ready to go into work. Why is she so fucking happy? If things that used to bother the fuck out of her all of a sudden don't, all of a sudden does not, she is fucking someone else. And that someone else is the reason she is in a great mood, not you. Number 10. The 10th way, or the 10th undercover sign that you're a woman is probably fucking somebody else. She all of a sudden becomes overly affectionate and vocal about her love for you. She'll start to tell you she loves you a lot more. She'll start to tell you she's glad she's with you. She'll start to hold your hand more. She starts giving you more affection in public. Notice these things are very easy to do. It's easy to tell a man anything. It's easy to give him a little affection or to hold his hand a little more. Why? Well, this is simple. When girls are cheating, they're happy, especially in the beginning. The affair is exciting. They're getting fucked great. The sex is great. The whole nine. She's squirting. She's swallowing his loads. She got the alpha fucks, beta bucks going on. And when females accomplish this, they are elated. They're content and they are truly happy. They're getting the alpha dick on the side and then getting her emotional and financial needs being met by the beta. Alpha fucks, beta bucks. The 10th undercover sign that you're a woman is probably fucking somebody else. She starts to reassure you about your relationship out of the blue. This is when she starts talking about future plans, short, mid, and long term. She starts saying things like, I'm not going anywhere. I'd be stupid to leave you. I'm so glad I found you. I'm a lucky girl. I don't deserve you. Now, why is this? Well, the reason she does this is to throw you off the scent. Women know that men have huge egos, and we like to have those egos stroked, guys. So when she tells you things like, you're the man of my dreams, or I've waited so long to find someone like you, she's bullshitting you. So you don't suspect anything. Your subconscious is telling you, well, she thinks she's the lucky one, and she says she doesn't deserve me. So you never suspect the fact that she's fucking somebody on the side because she's giving you a false sense of security, and you bought into it. Number 11. The 11th sign that your woman is probably fucking somebody else. Area code 973. I'll be with you in just a second. She starts using hyperbole to describe you. So, for example, you're the best I've ever had. You've lasted longer than any guy. You have the biggest dick I've ever had. Or no one does XYZ like you. I've never loved anyone like I've loved you. And some even say you're the first guy I have ever truly loved. Why do girls do that? Well, the reason they do this is the same as what I just pointed out. She's stroking your ego, which women know is a very effective way to make men unaware of the fact that she's fucking around. Men who are unaware of the fact that a woman rarely strokes a man's ego unless there's an ulterior motive, they like to do that with cover. They like to cover up cheating like that. Using hyperbole takes it one step further in that it makes you feel unique. It makes you feel like she can't get what she gets from you anywhere else. And when a man feels this way, he thinks he's one of a kind and that his woman will stick around to keep him and his, quote, uniqueness. You'll think, well, no man can fuck her like I do. No man has a bigger cock than me. She'll never love another man like she loves me. And you base this only on what she has told you. I actually got a quick story about this. This actually happened to a good friend of mine who lived in California. He told us that he used to brag to people about how his fiance would never find a man like him or how awesome she thought he was. Well, a month before their wedding, he found out that she was fucking some dude at their gym and it crushed him. Like, I'm talking depression, suicidal thoughts, drugs, crushed him. Now, obviously he didn't marry her, but he was so devastated he had to leave Oceanside, which is just outside of San Diego. That's actually how he ended up in California, or that's actually how he ended up in Las Vegas. And the thing was, when he was telling us this story, you could see the disbelief in his face. It was like he just couldn't believe that a woman who was so enamored with him could cheat on him. But the truth is that she was never enamored with him in the first place, at least not when she started fucking around on him. So if out of the blue, your woman starts to tell you that you're a superhero with a 15-inch cock who fucks her like no other man, that she'll never love anyone like she loves you because you're God's gift to her and other women worldwide, she's definitely cheating, guys. All right, let's go to the phone lines. 914-205-5356. Let's go to area code 973. 973 are on Live with Donovan.
973. Hello?
Yep.
Oh, hey. How are you?
Good, you?
It's all right. I just wanted to, just give a short story of how I, found all this red pill content. It started out with, some MGTOW stuff like Terrence Poppin, Turd Flinging Monkey. And, I found you around the summertime and, it was very eye-opening. It was something that I couldn't wrap my head around the first time hearing. And
well, why not?
it was great to.
Let me ask you that. Why was it hard? Why was it hard for you to wrap your mind around my kind of content?
Well, it's because we always get told the idea about gender equality and women can do
right.
All kinds of work that men can do, and so they tell us that if we just work hard enough, we can do the same kind of male-dominated jobs and everything. But
sure. How old are you?
As far as I've seen, I haven't. I'm 27, actually.
You're about 27 or you're 27?
27, yeah.
All right.
My birthday was pretty recent. But I have a boyfriend, a long-time one that I've known for 4 years now. And, it's going pretty well. I've only been with one other person prior to him.
Oh,
because-
caller, wait a minute. Hold on. When you said, now, I want you to clarify. When you tell me you've only been with one other person, you just told me I've been with only one other person before him. Do you mean I've only had one boyfriend before him, or he is the second man that you have ever had sex with?
The second I've ever had sex with.
Yeah, I don't believe you. Let me
thing
ask you
with
this.
me is
Let me
that-
ask you this. Hold on. Let me ask you this. When did you lose your virginity, and or what age were you when you lost your virginity?
22.
So you were 22. How much do you weigh?
120.
Okay. And what's your nationality? What's your race? So you white, black, Mexican?
Hispanic.
Okay, so you're 22-year-old Hispanic. How tall are you?
5'6".
Okay, so you're 5'6", 120 pounds, right? So you're pretty thin. What's your cup size? How big are your boobs?
I'd say B.
You'd say a B? Or, I mean,
Yeah.
what I'm trying to figure out, what I'm really asking you is I'm trying to figure out if you're fat. So you don't sound like you're fat. You're 5'6", 120 pounds, lost your virginity at 22. Had you ever had a boyfriend before the age of 22?
No.
Okay.
And I was actually going to get to that part.
Okay.
I've always been shy and introverted, and I never had any social skills whatsoever, and so that's
listen,
why I've kept
listen,
my
hold
distance.
on. I'm not trying to discount what you said, but I have fucked many shy and introverted young women. So again, just because you're shy and introverted doesn't mean that you didn't jump on the carousel like everybody else. Listen, I'm not trying to crucify you. I'm not trying to make an example of you. I'm not trying to have fun with you. All I want you to understand is that when you call my show and you say things as a 27-year-old woman, hey, he's only the second guy I've been with, I'm going to quiz you on it because I don't believe you. But I'm going to put that in a box because we'll go in circles about that. What was your question or comment?
I was going to mention that for a long time I was actually overweight.
Okay.
It was only around my 20s that I started losing the weight and, socially awkward, overweight, not bothering talking to people. I just didn't really have interest back then, or more so that I just couldn't bring myself to talk to people.
Sure.
Before my 20s.
Okay.
But,
all right. Well, that makes sense. Well, listen, I appreciate you calling, area code 973. I guess this does prove that women do. That's another. Like, I've got a lot of women in the chat, and on my main channel, I think I'd hit like 40. I think it was at like 43,000 subscribers when I started getting female callers, and I was like, wow. Like, do women really do watch my show? That's actually quite fascinating. Very, very fascinating. All right, so let's go to. All right, well, that was entertaining to say the least. Let us move to the last and final sign. The last and final sign that your girlfriend or wife is probably cheating on you, and this is a big one. She pretends to be more transparent. All of a sudden, she shows you what's on her phone. She shows you what's on her tablet, her computer. She's showing you text messages. She's showing you emails, her Facebook, her IG. Now, why is she doing this? Well, the reason she's doing this is because she's gotten a second phone, which is the one she uses to communicate with the dude she's fucking on the side. Of course she's going to show you everything. There's nothing to find on what she's showing you. So if your woman all of a sudden just starts to show you everything on her devices and you didn't ask her, start looking for that second phone, guys. Girls never voluntarily do this in the first place. Unless, of course, you've trained her properly and you require her to be transparent from the start. And of course, I cover this in my 7-hour 5-part audio course, How to Build a Quality Woman from the Ground Up. There's an entire chapter on this. Never, ever, ever trust your woman if she volunteers confidential information from her phone. She's distracting you like a magician by telling you, look over here.
while I'm doing what I do over here, it is literally the oldest trick in the book. A woman trying to be more transparent, again, to throw you off the scent. In the end, guys, amateur cheaters, they'll make it obvious that they're cheating because they just can't help themselves. Experienced cheaters have been caught in the past, but instead of not adjusting their strategy, they Googled how to know she's cheating. And they did the smart thing by getting proactive, right? They proactively get out in front of these behaviors so that their men never have a clue until she says, I think we need to take a break, or I think we need to start seeing other people. Be on the lookout for these 12 behaviors, and I want you to keep in mind that if she is cheating, guys, these behaviors will seemingly come out of the blue. Girls are smart about cheating, but they're not that smart. Because if they were, they'd wait to fuck the guy they want to cheat on their boyfriends with and gradually introduce these behaviors so as to not alert a man who is aware of these behaviors. But women are impulsive by nature, gentlemen. They can't help it. They can't help themselves. They'll never not fuck a guy they have on their radar. They'll never exercise temperance or patience because of their impulsive nature. They will always start fucking the guy, then think, oh shit, let me start telling him I love him more. Let me start telling my boyfriend I love him more and stroking his ego so he never finds out that I'm fucking Alex or Kevin in sales or Dave, the unemployed garage band guitar player who may or may not be a fugitive in 3 different states. And most of the time it works because men are grossly unaware of this behavior. They definitely notice the change, but because they are grossly unaware of the fact that the sudden onset of these behaviors likely means she's cheating, they think it's a good thing. They think to themselves, damn, Michelle's really stepped up her game. She must really love me and want me to know that I can trust her. But what he doesn't know is that she started fucking Kevin in sales. She doesn't want him finding out and knows exactly how to make sure he never does. 151 people watching the show. That is a new TSR record. I appreciate you guys' support. Guys, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. Share the video. And guys, be sure to get on my mailing list, man. Get on my list. Listen, you go to my website, donovansharp.com/newsletter. There it is. Go to donovansharp.com/newsletter. You submit to my email list. I will give you a free copy of my ebook, 50 pages, 16 ways to immediately disqualify her for a long-term relationship. All right, let's go back to the chat here. Cole Riley Reed says, why is he not streaming on YouTube anymore? Well, Call Riley Reed on the Twitch end. Call Riley Reed is on Twitch. That's because YouTube has banned my other channel for 90 days. Someone reported my videos. They gave me 3 straight community strikes, 3 consecutive community strikes. And because of those 3 consecutive community strikes, I cannot upload or stream to my main channel until April the 6th. Area code 214, I see you in the queue. I'm going to get to you in a second. So that's why. I am streaming on YouTube. Just look for Donovan Sharp and the number 2. If you are on my email list, then you know what the backup channel is. You can also find the link to the backup channel on my main channel because I plastered it all over there. Smart Guy 28 says, all of a sudden she likes sports. Yep, absolutely. The Neg 1 says, men are the containers, women are water. They take the shape and form of the man they are pouring themselves into the most. Man, you guys, this is what I love about my audience, man. You guys are smart. I have the smartest audience in the manosphere, and it's not close. It's not close. I watch other shows, and I'm not going to call any names because I like a lot of those guys. Got a lot of dumb fucks out here. You guys get it. You guys make my job much. This is why my content is so good, guys, because I don't have to go remedial red pill 101. That's why my show hit the stratosphere. Dude, 100 guys, 100,000 guys are doing red pill 101. Don't listen to what she says, watch what she does. Right? Here, how to pass shit tests. The red pill. Don't duh. If she texts her ex, she probably still wants to fuck. Dude, we know that shit. No, not you guys. I don't have to go remedial red pill on you guys. This is why my content has steadily improved over the years, because you guys get it. You really, really do. Devansu Chakraborty says drastic change equals boob job. But yeah, I would say so. I would say so. All right, 914-205-5356 is the number to call. Let us go to area code 214. Area code 214. You're on live at Donovan. Yes, area code 214. Going once. Going twice.
Yes. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes. How you doing, Donovan?
I'm doing good. You?
I'm doing great. I just had a comment about what you said. As far as some of the women when they start to compliment their man and stuff like that, it could be fake. But also, I think you hit it on the head a little while later when you said about them having impulse control. Because I recently had a friend who had a woman who, had a past. I think she had, her body count was in the triple digits.
Yeah, every girl has a past.
Finally met a guy who loved her. You said what?
Every girl has a past, right? That's how it goes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. She finally met a guy who, he had red pill knowledge, stayed in masculine frame. She was head over heels about him, was willing to do everything for him. But because women lack impulse control, she ended up sleeping with an ex-boyfriend. So even though, she recognized that he was a masculine man and he was the masculine figure in her life, because women lack impulse control, she ended up doing something self-destructive anyway.
There you go. This is why when we say all women are like that, this is what we mean. All women are not the same, guys, right? And thanks for the call, area code 214. When our detractors say, well, you guys say all women are like that, that's not true. No, that is a disingenuous response to what we're saying. They know that we're not saying all women are the same. No, when we say all women are like that, we mean all women operate under the same guidelines in terms of sexual attraction, mate strategy seeking, etc., etc. All men are like that. Men, we like beautiful, submissive women who are in shape and love to suck dick. Yeah, all men are like that. I'm absolutely like that. Well, you just like her because she's hot. Yeah. Yes, I do. Good stuff. Bramblebush says this show wouldn't go. He says this show won't go over well with the YouTube staff. No. Oh my God, no. That's one of the main reasons I don't really have a staff. I have people every once in a while who handle my emails, but they don't really know what I do. Cause you never know, man. You might fuck around and get like an infiltrator. Kyle Mitchell is cracking me up here. He says, damn it, I have done number 7. These shows with Donovan sometimes sting a little bit. Hit, dogs, holler. He says the same with number 8, too. Number 7 was your relationship started out as an affair. Number 8 was relationship issues just seem to disappear. Hey, man, I'm here for you, Kyle. I'm here for you, man. Luis Philippe says, hey, Donovan, if you could turn up the caller's volume a little bit, just a tiny bit would be much appreciated. Okay, absolutely. If I get another caller, I will definitely try and crank up the volume on the callers. Rob L., here's another one, says your wife starts hitting the gym out of nowhere. Yep. If all of a sudden your wife or girlfriend starts hitting the gym, oh, yeah. She is either interested in someone at the gym or she is trying to get in shape for someone else. That is absolutely positively a dead giveaway. Absolutely. Antoine Brown, good to see you in here. Nuno Race says, shout out to all of the red pill groupies. Yeah, there are no red pill women, guys. Like there are a lot of women out there who follow a lot of red pill guys and they put a lot of red pill memes and postings. There's no such thing as a red pill woman. Only red pill groupies, guys. Only red pill groupies.
Kyle Mitchell did not believe that old girl was 27, said she is 34. Yeah, she didn't sound like she was 27. She definitely sounded like she was much older than that. Who knows? Kyle Mitchell says, I'm around pregnant. Yeah, she was a little hesitant to tell me what her age was. That's why I didn't believe her when she told me. But listen, I didn't want to crucify her. I wasn't trying to be mean to. Listen, hey man, any woman, any woman who calls my show, any woman who has the balls to step into the lion's den with me, hey man, I'll give her the credit. I'll give her the credit. I am not an easy person to talk to on the phone. That's for sure. Imag 1004 says she went from 280 to 120. SMH, the lies. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Kyle Mitchell says Mia Khalifa was overweight until she was 19. That's around the time she became a porn star. The Senate says I know a few Dave the unemployed garage band guitar players wanted in 7 states. Yeah, we have a few characters here at TSR Towers. The main two being Kevin in sales and Dave the unemployed garage band guitar player, who may or may not be homeless, who may or may not have 3 kids by 3 different women. Mr. E1976 says, look good, cook good, suck good, fuck good. Yeah, I like those. Those are good requirements. Devanzu Chakraborty says, if she is trying to change you to someone like her ex, she is not over her ex and is probably cheating. Yeah, that's another one. I remember I worked with a guy, and his girlfriend said that she wanted him to start wearing Cavalli. I think that's like a designer or whatever. And he's like, Cavalli, what the fuck? She's like, yeah, that's what my baby daddy used to wear. I was like, what, she told you that? He's like, yeah. I was like, God damn. These bitches are bold with it. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Great show today, guys. Great show as usual. We hit 151 live viewers. I think the live viewers going up by 15 to 20 every show. And who knows, maybe by April the 6th, maybe this channel will grow quicker than the other one. I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out. Thank you guys very, very much. Pardon me. For being a part of the show. My thanks to the callers. My thanks to the people who would super chat if they could. Hopefully I'll be able to super chat here real soon. Thanks for watching, guys. We will see you next time.